All I got to say is Kevin's wrong, and it moved up to the second quarter today. So, yeah, third quarter, I thought we finally won the third quarter. But second quarter, I mean, we didn't have an answer for that transition game. I mean, I thought the point guard, Alston, did a good job of pushing the ball down. And once they started getting late, I think they had 16 fast break points the first half. And in the second half, we kind of slowed that down, and we held them to 2. So I think that was a big part of the game. Very difficult to guard when one of the players shoots 100% from the 3 the second quarter. So, and we're not finding her. So that was kind of tough. But I thought we made some pretty good adjustments the second half, just a little bit too far behind and a little too late.
Like she was averaging 6 points a game, shooting 29. Like, what? I mean, obviously you weren't expecting that, but then how hard is it to adjust to someone that you really weren't expecting?
It's already hard. It's already hard to adjust when you know they can do it, because we didn't think evidently she can shoot it, and she's very athletic, but that wasn't really our worry, And so when you go into practice and you work for 2 or 3 days and your focus is on number 10, we didn't realize number 10 we're going to play, and she's pretty much a shooter. We were focusing on trying to kind of shade over to her, not to 5, and I'm kind of glad both of them weren't in the game. I don't know who we would have guarded like that. But, yeah, I mean, it is. I think it's a hard adjustment for a kid because you're so used to, just kind of playing regular, like we call regular defense, on the line, up the line, instead of shading over and stuff. And I didn't think we did a good job of shading over to her.
The first quarter, it just was too many turnovers, and y'all didn't get enough shots at the basket. So, like, what was? Yeah,
I think we had a lot of trouble. They were overplaying us. I noticed that we're trying to force, which I agree with. They were trying to force us to the baseline, and we started going baseline, and I thought we got caught a lot of times, not able to, get the ball out of it. We call it picking up the dribble. We like to keep the dribble and stuff, and I thought we did a lot of that. And sometimes you end up going too deep, and there was not a lot of movement, I thought, especially the first half. And, this is something that we tried to adjust to the second half. We ran the same offense the second half, we're just a little bit more effective.
What do you even say at half after the first half?
Well, we said if we don't get back and defend like we're supposed to, like stop the transition, we're just going to keep rotating people in. And I think that's what we did. And, we went small. I don't know if you noticed, but we went smaller. And I think that helped us. The first half we were trying to play a little bit bigger because we thought they were a little bit smaller. And I thought that was the big thing is we were able to kind of sprint back with our hybrids and stuff like that and do that. But that was pretty much at halftime. It's basically what we said. We need to make sure we stop in these fast break points, and that means everybody getting back.
Coach, what about maybe the adjustment on rebounding as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's just 12 years of it, fighting, trying to get rebounds because we always kind of play small, and we work on blocking out. And, I thought last year we did a pretty good job of doing it every day in practice. So we'll have to go back to it. We'll work on we got a lot of drills that we do to try to make sure that they are blocking out and all that. And we're getting some new kids, even though they might be juniors coming out of junior college. Their reactions are a little bit slower than we used to. And that, to me, I think that's why you got to drill them and try to get them moving, If you look at some of the better players in the NCAA, those kids that are rebounding are really, really reactive. I mean, they active in what they do, but they also, their reaction is so much quicker and stuff. And ours, to me, and I mean, it shows on the defense, we're a little bit slower, in our reaction and stuff like that, which makes it difficult to rebound, to defend, especially inside.
You're talking about reaction. There was a couple of plays where you guys would make a play on the end and just immediately back on the other side, they're hitting a 3 and they're hitting a shot. How much of a big buzzkill, kind of a momentum killer is that, where you couldn't necessarily get anything rolling because as soon as you score, they're scoring just as fast?
Yeah, I think they had the answer for it every time. I thought at the end of the half when we missed a rebound and they kicked it back out to 5 and she hit the 3 at the buzzer, I thought that was a big play for them, just even though we were down by 20-something at the time or whatever, I thought that was pretty big. And they always seemed to be able to do that, whenever we got a score, they were able to kind of match it and stuff. And, I thought the second half we were able to kind of make some runs and stuff. And then we had some turnovers that kind of hurt us. But, it is what it is. Both teams didn't, we both turned it over 20-something times. So, that's kind of tough. And, it's just one of those games where you just we just tried to speed it up a little bit the second half, and it kind of worked for us. It was just so far behind that we just couldn't. But I was proud of the kids. They kept on playing hard, and, we got something out the second half. We got some work to do, and, next week will be even tougher getting on the road. But, hey, we're not going to hang our heads. It's the beginning of the conference, and we'll keep on working. Tamara would have helped us a lot today, and we get Tamara back on Monday, so that's going to be a great thing.
It's only one conference game. The problem is you're looking at your toughest road trip of the season.
Yeah, probably so.
So just what about that?
That's it's like you were concerned going into the game. I thought being at home and then given an opportunity to get a win, I thought this was going to be a big win for us, and not to have it. Now you're looking at facing, man, can you even get the split over there and all that? And now that we're getting Tamara back, I feel pretty good about it. We've always been, if we get a little shorthanded, we always kind of struggle to kind of fill that position and stuff. And today I thought, her not being in the game hurt us a lot too. But yeah, you prepare for them, and you prepare for what you're going to play, how you're going to match up and all that, and that's what we got to do. I think that's in 2021, the year we won conference, we lost our first conference game at Texas State, and everybody thought it was the end of the world. It's like, nah. And what I love about this conference is, you don't have to win the conference, because winning the conference ain't going to do nothing but give you a ring. You got to win the conference tournament. And so, we're going to continue to play that way, or prepare that way. Yeah, we would like to continue to win, but to me, the most important thing is getting better, so when we get into that conference tournament, that we would have a chance to make it to the NCAA tournament.
I saw Tamara during the shoot around. What was wrong with her today?
Who's that?
Tamara.
Oh, Tamara broke her nose. And yeah. And so she was out. And then she'll be back in practice Monday, contact practice Monday.
You talked about some younger players, some Jugos coming over too. How much of this game maybe like a light bulb moment for them being in the conference?
Yeah, I think it's something that, that you got to kind of, it wakes you up, because, man, everybody plays so hard, when you start in a conference and stuff like that. But, it's just a matter of, we have some experience, but we don't have experience in the Sun Belt. So I don't know, experience goes a long way, but I don't really, if you don't have it, you got to kind of give it to them and get ready to prepare for, what they face. I still think we have a lot of work, especially with our hybrids and our post players. I think we got a lot of work on the defensive side. As much as we complain about Ty Doucette and her not taking charges and all that, but I'd love to take her blocks back and stuff. So it's just kind of part of it. And we're not doing either one of those. Like today, we got a couple of charges, but, man, usually we get 7, 8 a game, and we count them. We really count them before the game. We know how many we need to get and all that. And we're not doing those things. And to me, that's a little thing that people don't notice that could make a big difference for our defense, And I think that's going to be the big thing, is we didn't play good offensively or defensively consistently, and then we got to get more consistent.
And we're talking about a couple of other cons to this loss today, but how much was that second quarter really a kill for this loss?
I think it was. I think it's what got them going and kept them going. It's like they could play a little bit softer the next half. The second half, because of the lead they had. And I think the confidence they had from number 5. And the point guard is as quick as you're going to see in our league, and she was very difficult to contain. She made a lot of things happen. And I think they had 19 assists. That ain't bad. I'd take that every night. And so they're a complete team. They play really well as a team. So I thought it made it very difficult to guard.